High agency operators are trained to manage complex risks by constantly inspecting the systems around them. They locate bugs, optimize processes, and course correct in real time. But applying that exact same debugging instinct inward during a personal calming protocol creates an immediate system failure. Within seconds of sitting down, the internal audit begins. Is my breath slow enough? Did my heart rate drop? Is this practice working yet? The body might be sitting perfectly still, but the mind is running an active control loop. What was supposed to be a period of rest becomes another rigorous performance review. By attempting to enforce relaxation, that optimization instinct actively prevents the nervous system from powering down. It turns a recovery tactic into high-effort work. Cognitive researchers refer to this trap as monitoring load. It is the core bug in this internal system. This flowchart operates like a script. The mind sets a target state, then immediately checks the current state. A mismatch demands immediate intervention to close the gap. You force an exhale, triggering another check, trapping the nervous system in an endless, closed-loop cycle. The monitoring loop itself becomes the dominant activity. The user is no longer allowing a state transition to happen. They are attempting to manage it in real time, judging every single physiological update. Cognitive control research separates two processes. First is interoception, represented by this continuous wave, the neutral baseline sensing of physical signals like breath or pulse. Evaluative monitoring is a cognitive interruption. It overlays those raw signals, scoring them to decide if active intervention is needed. Asking the simple internal question, "Is this working?" heavily recruits mental bandwidth to process the conflict between the actual state and the desired target. This constant correction takes a physical toll. Manipulating the breathing rhythm adds muscular effort, induces discomfort, and often generates a suffocating feeling of air hunger. Body awareness alone is entirely harmless, but adding a layer of judgment consumes the exact cognitive resources required to alter your autonomic state. Slow breathing does successfully alter cardiorespiratory dynamics. It creates measurable changes in heart rate variability. However, treating a 5-minute session like a live debugging loop prevents those biological processes from naturally settling. There is a massive mechanical difference between the effortless state of allowing the body to transition and the high-friction state of micromanaging the descent. The harder a high performer tries to force a calm state through continuous measurement, the more elusive that state becomes. The structural fix requires the operator to completely separate the practice of regulation from the measurement of it. You create a strict no-audit interval. You set a timer for 5 minutes and place it entirely out of sight. You disable all live, haptic feedback on your wearables. Adopt a comfortable breathing rhythm without chasing a perfect second count for every inhale and exhale. When the urge to score arises, simply let the next breath happen without answering the urge. Severing the live feedback loop starves the cognitive control system of the data it needs to interfere. All evaluative observation is strictly delayed until the timer goes off and the practice completely ends. At that point, check 2 metrics. Did your exhale feel noticeably smoother? Did the urge to intervene decrease? This protocol does not guarantee a dramatic altered state, nor is it a clinical treatment. The true metric of success is a noticeable reduction in physical effort required to sit still. Attention, measurement, and timing must be treated as a unified system to achieve true autonomic mastery. The practice is only one component. Changing exactly when you measure directly changes the outcome. For more systems-based autonomic protocols, visit the website